Okay, today we'll be learning the sixth rub, inshallah. So let's proceed. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم ولقد جاءكم موسى بالبينات ثم اتخذتم العجل من بعده وأنتم ظالمون. So and when Moses brought clear signs, then you took the calf after he was gone, after him. وَأَنْتُمْ ظَالِمُونَ, and you were of the wrongdoers, of those who committed dhulm. So Moses brought you the clear signs, then after he left, you had adopted the calf and were wrongdoers. وَإِذْ أَخَذْنَا مِيثَاقَكُمْ وَرَفَعْنَا فَوْقَكُمُ الطُّورَ خُذُوا مَا آتَيْنَاكُمْ بِقُوَّةٍ وَاسْمَعُوا قَالُوا سَمِعْنَا وَعَصَيْنَا وَأُشْرِبُوا فِي قُلُوبِهِمُ الْعِجْلَ بِكُفْرِهِمْ قُلْ بِئْسَ مَا يَأْمُرُكُمْ بِهِ إِيمَانُكُمْ إِن كُنتُم مُؤْمِنِينَ. So, وَإِذْ أَخَذْنَا مِيثَاقَكُمْ, and when we took the covenant from you, remember when we made a covenant with you. وَرَفَعْنَا فَوْقَكُمُ الطُّورَ, and raised above you the mountain, the Tur, Sinai. خُذُوا مَا آتَيْنَاكُمْ بِقُوَّةٍ وَاسْمَعُوا. So خُذُوا, take hold of it. مَا آتَيْنَاكُمْ, what we've given you. بِقُوَّة, with vigor, with strength. And listen, وَاسْمَعُوا. Take hold vigorously of what we have given you. And listen. So خُذُوا مَا آتَيْنَاكُمْ بِقُوَّةٍ وَاسْمَعُوا قَالُوا سَمِعْنَا وَعَصَيْنَا. They said, سَمِعْنَا وَعَصَيْنَا, we hear and we disobey. They said, we hear and disobey. وَأُشْرِبُوا فِي قُلُوبِهِمُ الْعِجْلَ بِكُفْرِهِمْ. So we caused them to drink into their hearts the calf for their disbelief. They were made to drink the calf into their hearts because of their unbelief. قُلْ بِئْسَ مَا يَأْمُرُكُمْ بِهِ إِيمَانُكُمْ إِن كُنتُم مُؤْمِنِينَ. Say, if you are believers, what an evil thing your faith has made you do. قُلْ بِئْسَ مَا يَأْمُرُكُمْ بِهِ إِيمَانُكُمْ. So, say, what evil يَأْمُرُكُمْ has been commanded to you by your faith, if you are believers. قُلْ إِنْ كَانَتْ لَكُمُ الدَّارُ الْآخِرَةُ عِنْدَ اللَّهِ خَالِصَةً مِنْ دُونِ النَّاسِ فَتَمَنَّوُا الْمَوْتَ إِنْ كُنْتُمْ صَادِقِينَ. Say, إِنْ كَانَتْ لَكُمُ الدَّارُ الْآخِرَةُ, if the abode of the hereafter, of the next world, if the abode of the next world, in Allah, with Allah, خالصة من دون الناس. The خالصة is for you alone, to the exclusion of all others. من دون الناس, to the exclusion of all other people. فتمنوا الموت, then wish for death. إن كنتم صادقين, if you're being truthful. So if you have monopoly on paradise, wish for death and go to paradise. What's your point saying here? وَلَن يَتَمَنَّوْهُ أَبَدًا بِمَا قَدَّمَتْ أَيْدِيهِمْ. وَلَن يَتَمَنَّوْهُ أَبَدًا, but you'll never find them wishing. They will never long for it. وَلَن يَتَمَنَّوْهُ أَبَدًا, ever, not أبدا. وَلَن يَتَمَنَّوْهُ أَبَدًا بِمَا قَدَّمَتْ أَيْدِيهِمْ, for because of what your hands have set forth, or what you've done. قَدَّمَتْ أَيْدِيهِمْ. وَاللَّهُ عَلِيمٌ بِالظَّالِمِينَ. And Allah is, He knows the wrongdoers. Wallahu alimun, Allah is knowing of the dhalimeen, of those who, the oppressors, the wrongdoers. وَلَتَجِدَنَّهُمْ أَحْرَصَ النَّاسِ عَلَى حَيَاةٍ. So here we're going to explain a little further. And you will find them أَحْرَصَ النَّاسِ عَلَى حَيَاةٍ, greedier than all people on the life, on the worldly life. So here it's talking about. Rather, you will find them the people greediest for life. وَلَتَجِدَنَّهُمْ أَحْرَصَ النَّاسِ عَلَى حَيَاةٍ وَمِنَ الَّذِينَ أَشْرَكُوا يَوَدُّ أَحَدُهُمْ لَا يُعَمَّرُ أَلْفَ سَنَةٍ. And from those who are ashraku, who make shirk, who associate partners, polytheists, يَوَدُّ أَحَدُهُمْ لَا يُعَمَّرُ أَلْفَ سَنَةٍ. So you'll find along with them the idolaters. So first it's talking about the Jews, then the idolaters. So وَلَتَجِدَنَّهُمْ أَحْرَصَ النَّاسِ عَلَى حَيَاةٍ. That's talking about the Jews. وَلَتَجِدَنَّهُمْ أَحْرَصَ النَّاسِ عَلَى حَيَاةٍ. Rather, you will find them the people greediest for life, along with the idolaters. وَمِنَ الَّذِينَ أَشْرَكُوا. Any of them would love to be allowed to live 1,000 years. That's the next part. يَوَدُّ أَحَدُهُمْ لَا يُعَمَّرُ أَلْفَ سَنَةٍ. But being allowed to live would not save him from the punishment. That is, وَمَا هُوَ بِمُزَحْزِهِ مِنَ الْعَذَابِ أَن يُعَمَّرَ. Allah sees what they do. وَاللَّهُ بَصِيرٌ بِمَا يَعْمَلُونَ. وَلَتَجِدَنَّهُمْ أَحْرَصَ النَّاسِ عَلَى حَيَاةٍ وَمِنَ الَّذِينَ أَشْرَكُوا يَوَدُّ أَحَدُهُمْ لَا يُعَمَّرُ أَلْفَ سَنَةٍ وَمَا هُوَ بِمُزَحْزِهِ مِنَ الْعَذَابِ أَن يُعَمَّرَ وَاللَّهُ بَصِيرٌ بِمَا يَعْمَلُونَ. Rather, you will find them the people greediest for life, along with the idolaters. Any of them would love to be allowed to live 1,000 years. But being allowed to live would not save him from the punishment. Allah sees what they do. قل من كان عدوا لجبريل فإنه نزله على قلبك بإذن الله مصدقا لما بين يديه وهدى وبشرى للمؤمنين. Okay, so قل, say, من كان عدوا لجبريل, whoever is the enemy of Gabriel, فإنه نزله على قلبك, when he's the one who brought it down upon your heart. So anyone who is the enemy of Jibril should know that it was he who brought it down upon your heart. بإذن الله, by the permission of Allah, by Allah's authority. مصدقا لما بين يديه, affirming that which is between your hands. Between his hand, between بين يديه, between your hand. So in front of you, or no, before, confirming what came before. Okay. So what's already came before. So مصدقا لما بين يديه وهدى وبشرى. And it is a guidance, as guidance and good news. للمؤمن بشرى للمؤمنين for the believers. So وهدى وبشرى للمؤمنين, that's only for the believers. It's a guidance and a good news, a glad tiding, للمؤمنين, for the believers. من كان عدوا لله وملائكته ورسله وجبريل وميكائيل فإن الله عدو للكافرين. Whoever or anyone who is the enemy of Allah and His angels and of His messengers and of Jibreel and Mikael should know that Allah is the enemy of unbelievers, and He's our only hope. Believe them. Believe and come into alignment. من كان عدوا لله وملائكته ورسله وجبريل وميكائيل فإن الله عدو للكافرين. وَلَقَدْ أَنزَلْنَا إِلَيْكَ آيَاتٍ بَيِّنَاتٍ. And truly we sent down upon you آيَاتٍ بَيِّنَاتٍ, clear signs. So, and we have sent down clear signs to you. And no one rejects them except the deviators. Where is that? That's وَمَا يَكْفُرُ بِهَا إِلَّا الْفَاسِقُونَ. وما يكفر بها إلا الفاسقون. وكلما عاهدوا عهدا نبذه فريق منهم بل أكثرهم لا يؤمنون. Why is it that whenever they make a contract, a group of them immediately tosses it aside? No, indeed, most of them do not believe. وكلما عاهدوا عهدا نبذه فريق منهم بل أكثرهم لا يؤمنون. Truly not, most of them do not believe. ولما جاءهم رسول من عند الله مصدق لما معهم نبذ فريق من الذين أوتوا الكتاب كتاب الله وراء ظهورهم كأنهم لا يعلمون. When a messenger comes to them from Allah confirming what is with them, so ولما جاءهم رسول من عند الله مصدق لما معهم, then a group of them, نبذ فريق من الذين أوتوا الكتاب, of them who have taken a book, of them who have been given the book, disdainfully tossed the book of Allah behind their backs. Kitab Allah, of the book of Allah, وراءهم ظهورهم كأنهم لا يعلمون, just as if they did not know. Amen. Okay, here we were. This ayah. It's a heavy ayah here. They all are heavy and have a lot of weight. This one. Whew. Okay, here we go. واتبعوا ما تتلو الشياطين على ملك سليمان. They follow ما تتلو الشياطين, what the shayateen, the devils, recited ala mulki Sulaiman during the kingship or the reign of Solomon. They follow what the shaitans recited in the reign of Solomon. وَمَا كَفَرَ سُلَيْمَانَ. And it wasn't Solomon who disbelieved. So this is setting straight some things that have been said about Solomon. Some things that were inferred from the biblical account. And after, when they dug under Solomon's temple, they said they found books of magic, but Suleiman did not believe. But the shaitans did. وَلَكِنَ الشَّيَاطِينَ كَفَرُوا. But the shayateen disbelieved. يُعَلِّمُونَ النَّاسَ السِّحْرَ. Teaching men magic or sorcery. Teaching people sorcery. وَمَا أُنزِلَ عَلَى الْمَلَكَيْنِ بِبَابِلَ هَارُوتَ وَمَارُوتَ. That we sent down upon the two angels at Babel, Harut and Marut. But the shayateen did teaching people sorcery, and what had been sent down to Harut and Marut. Sit down. The two angels of Babylon. I heard it, but they put it in the translation. I thought, okay. And what had been sent down to Harun and Marut, the two angels in Babylon, who taught no one without saying first to them. That's وَمَا يُعَلِّمَانِ مِنْ أَحَدٍ حَتَّى يَقُولَ إِنَّمَا نَحْنُ فِتْنَةٌ فَلَا تَكْفُرْ. So, who taught no one without first saying to him, we are merely a trial and temptation, so do not disbelieve. فلا تكفر. فيتعلمون منهما ما يفرقون به بين المرء وزوجه. فيتعلمون منهما ما يفرقون به بين المرء وزوجه. People learned from them how to separate a man and his wife. وَمَا هُمْ بِضَارِّينَ بِهِ مِنْ أَحَدٍ إِلَّا بِإِذْنِ اللَّهِ. But they cannot harm anyone by it except with Allah's permission. إِلَّا بِإِذْنِ اللَّهِ. وَيَتَعَلَمُونَ مَا يَضُرُّهُمْ وَلَا يَنفَعُهُمْ وَلَقَدْ عَلِمُوا لَمَنِ اشْتَرَاهُ مَا لَهُ فِي الْآخِرَةِ مِنْ خَلَاقٍ. They have learned what will harm them and will not benefit them. They know that any who deal in it will not have any share in the next world. وَلَبِئْسَ مَا اشْتَرَوْا بِهِ أَنفُسَهُمْ لَوْ كَانُوا يَعْلَمُونَ. What an evil thing they have sold themselves for if they only knew. وَلَوْ أَنَّهُمْ آمَنُوا وَاتَّقَوْا لَمَثُوبَةٌ مِّنْ عِنْدِ اللَّهِ خَيْرٌ لَوْ كَانُوا يَعْلَمُونَ. If only they had believed and been God-fearing, a reward from Allah is better if they only knew. يا أيها الذين آمنوا لا تقولوا راعنا وقولوا انظرنا واسمعوا وَلِلْكَافِرِينَ عَذَابٌ أَلِيمٌ. You who believe, do not say ra'ina, say unzurna. So ra'ina was a word that was able to be played with by the Jews, twisting their tongue to mean something else. I'm not remembering exactly what the meaning was, but it wasn't a positive one. So he's saying instead say unvorna. So when we see, I guess, or instead of ra'ina, like look or something like that. I don't know what that means. I guess ra'ina has to do with seeing. Say unvorna. Let me actually find that information. Commenting on that. It's probably in a hadith or something. I usually read it in different tafsirs. So, Ra'ina, I think it meant like look at us, and then unzurna, so look at us, I guess. What is unzurna related to let's see here. The words Ra'ina and Unzurna appear in Surah al-Baqarah. Okay, and they are deeply connected both linguistically and textually. Ra'ina, root, relates to watching over, attending to, considering, shepherding, like a ra'i, a shepherd. Meaning in Arabic, consider us, be mindful of us, give us attention. However, in Hebrew, and in the dialect of some Jews of Medina, ra'ina was a term of mockery, meaning, oh, our fool, our idiot. Ra'ina. So maybe because raka is full, so maybe it would be ra'ina. Maybe they would add it. Okay, or the dialect, they could have dropped the K. It was a term of mockery, meaning, oh fool, or idiot. So they use it sarcastically when addressing the Prophet, twisting its tone. Al-Qurtubi said, the Jews would say it to the Prophet in mockery, for in their tongue it meant foolish one. Allah therefore forbade the believers from using this word, even though they intended politeness. So he said, instead use unzurna, to look at, consider, wait for, attend to, meaning look toward us, give us your attention. In a clear and respectful manner, this expression carries no double meaning or insult. Hence, Allah replaced ra'ina with it. So I guess we could... Okay, 3 wisdoms out of that Al-Qurtubi lists. Here's what I wanted to get to, because you shouldn't just change for others, but this is to how you're perceived by others. I guess. Let's see what the wisdoms are. He said, 1, to block insult. So to avoid any word that could be twisted into disrespect for the Prophet, ﷺ. To refine manners, teach believers adab in speech, precise, respectful words only, and to promote clarity. Replace ambiguous phrases with clear ones. So some people hear it, they hear one meaning, some people hear it, they hear another meaning. Just one that's clear for everybody who hears it. So, hence Ndorna. Al-Qurtubi writes, this shows that expressions which could suggest any deficiency must never be used towards prophets, even if that is not the intention. So this verse reflects the Quranic principle of linguistic purification. Believers must guard their language as much as their deeds. Astaghfirullah. May Allah set my tongue right. Ameen. And the unbelievers will have a painful punishment. Let me see. Excuse me. You who believe, do not say Ra'ina, say Undorna, and listen well. The unbelievers will have a painful punishment. ما يود الذين كفروا من أهل الكتاب ولا المشركين أن ينزل عليكم من خير من ربكم. So ما يود الذين كفروا من أهل الكتاب ولا المشركين أن ينزل عليكم من خير من ربكم. Those of the people of the book who disbelieve, and the idolaters, do not like anything good to be sent down to you from your Lord. Wallahu yakhtasu bi rahmatihi ma yasha. But Allah selects for His mercy whomever He wills. Wallahu dhul fadlil azim. Allah's favor is truly vast, or His bounty, His fadl. That's all for today, so inshallah I'll have that down today. Let me try it now. So, أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. It was at, where do we start? وَلَقَدْ جَاءَكُمْ مُوسَى بِالْبَيِّنَاتِ. Let me see. Could also start from, وَلَقَدْ جَاءَكُمْ مُوسَى بِالْبَيِّنَاتِ ثُمَّ اتَّخَذْتُمُ الْعِجْلَ مِنْ بَعْدِهِ وَأَنْتُمْ ظَالِمُونَ وَإِذْ أَخَذْنَا مِيثَاقَكُمْ وَرَفَعْنَا فَوْقَكُمُ الطُّورَ خُذُوا مَا آتَيْنَاكُمْ بِقُوَّةٍ وَاسْمَعُوا قَالُوا سَمِعْنَا وَعَصَيْنَا وَأُشْرِبُوا فِي قُلُوبِهِمُ الْعِجْلَ بِكُفْرِهِمْ قُلْ بِئْسَ مَا يَأْمُرُكُمْ بِهِ إيمانكم وأشربوا في قلوبهم العجل بكفرهم قل بئس ما يأمركم به إيمانكم إن كنتم مؤمنين قل إن كانت لكم الدار الآخرة عند الله خالصة من دون الناس فتمنوا الموت إن كنتم صادقين ولن يتمناه أبدا بما قدمت أيديهم والله عليم بالظالمين ولتجدنهم أحرص الناس على حياة ومن الذين أشركوا يود أحدهم لو يؤمر 1000 سنة وما هو بمزحزحه من العذاب أن يؤمر والله بصير بما يعملون قل من كان عدوا لجبريل فإنه نزله على قلبك بإذن الله مصدقا لما بين يديه وهدى وبشرى للمؤمنين من كان عدوا لله وملائكته ورسله وجبريل وميكائيل فإن الله عدو للكافرين ولقد أنزلنا إليك آيات بينات وما يكفر بها إلا الفاسقون أو كلما أعادوا وحدا نبذه فريق منهم بل أكثرهم لا يؤمنون ولما جاءهم رسول من عند الله مصدق لما بين مصدق لما معهم نبذ فريق من الذين أوتوا الكتاب كتاب الله وراء ظهورهم كأنهم لا يعلمون واتبعوا ما تتلو الشياطين على ملك سليمان وما كفر سليمان ولكن الشياطين كفروا يعلمون الناس السحر وما أنزل على الملكين ببابل هاروت وماروت وما يعلمان من أحد حتى يقول إنما نحن فتنة فلا تكفر فيتعلمون منهما ما يفرقون به بين المرء وزوجه وما هم بضارين به من أحد إلا بإذن الله ويتعلمون ما يضرهم ولا ينفعهم ولقد علموا لمن اشتراه ما له في الآخرة من خلاق ولبئس ما اشتروا به أنفسهم لو كانوا يعلمون ولو أنهم آمنوا واتقوا لمثوبة من عند الله خير لو كانوا يعلمون يا أيها الذين آمنوا لا تقولوا راعنا وقولوا انظرنا واسمعوا وللكافرين عذاب أليم ما يود الذين كافروا من أهل الكتاب ولا المشركين أن ينزل عليكم من خير من ربكم والله يختص برحمته من يشاء والله ذو الفضل العظيم صدق الله العظيم. Alright, I'll work on that one. I'll get that down. And then we'll move on to the next rub tomorrow, inshallah.